My name is Michael Garrity.
Hi, my name is Elliot Barrett.
Hi, my name is Jerry Wiffler.
My name's Sean McLean.
I sing and I play guitar.
And I play bass.
I sing and play guitar.
And I play drums and koleslaw.
How'd you get into music?
I've always been into music. I've always loved playing band at school, and then in high school I taught myself guitar, and yeah.
I started playing music at a very young age and played a variety of instruments in concert band, but started kind of experimenting with my own stuff and writing things on guitar when I was in 10th grade. And then I picked up bass in college.
Whew. I've been into music for like forever. Let me say that again. That was for like forever. Ever since I was really little, because my dad would always play music in the car, so it was always like a big part of my childhood and stuff like that. So like he played Beatles, They Might Be Giants, REM, all that kind of stuff. So that really made me love music. Because I remember he played Kashmir by Led Zeppelin in the car one time, and it was just so cool. And I was like, music is awesome. And then I started getting into music from there, and that was like when I was like 10.
Well, my grandpa was a drummer, so like I grew up just like listening to him play. He was a country drummer, so that just kind of like sparked my interest. And my dad too, like he always plays music.
Me and Jerry, we went to high school together, and we both learned guitar on our own, and then we hung out, and we were like, hey, let's start a band.
I kind of just got asked on a whim if I wanted to play bass. I had only been playing for like 2 months at the time, but just wanted to be in a band, and the opportunity came.
So me and Mitch went to high school together, as you know, and we had a friend Jack who played drum. Well, he had a drum set in his house, so we would go to his basement, just hang out. That was like where we all hung out. And one day he had a guitar too, so I picked up a guitar. We were playing like some Green Day or whatever, and he was playing the drums. So we were like, oh, we should start a band. And then Mitch started playing guitar. That's when kind of Koleslaw started, like came together, and we were all fresh on our instruments. So it was really cool, like learning together, and that's kind of how we started.
Elliot asked me to be in the band. It was like I asked him to be in the Pikes, and then he asked me for I asked him for a favor back, so he ended up asking me.
Koleslaw has helped me be more collaborative with other musicians, and to learn that your idea isn't always the best idea, and there's other ideas.
Can you just say it more time? I think it's definitely expanded my musical interests. I just kind of have learned about a lot of different genres and bands that I otherwise wouldn't have started listening to if I hadn't been in this band.
I feel like Koleslaw is the only thing I've ever really done with music that's grown. Like it wasn't like I've done cover bands at school here, other stuff like that, but Koleslaw is the only thing that's ever like evolving up, and like my whole music career is just playing Koleslaw.
It's really like broadened my genres because I've never really like played indie music before playing in Koleslaw. It was like definitely like left field for me, but it's like I've started to understand it a lot better now, and I feel like I'm a lot better at it now than I was.
Most of the time, but we definitely have our differences, but we always come together and make a compromise.
Yeah, I guess. I think there's yeah. We have to work with each other sometimes extra hard, like talk to each other more. But yeah, we all love Koleslaw. Everybody believes in Koleslaw, and sometimes we don't always see eye to eye, but it would be weird if we always saw eye to eye. So it's cool to have differences, and it's cool to disagree sometimes, and it's more important that when we disagree, we come together usually. That's why it's awesome.
In music, there is no perfect, but that's what makes music human.
It's never perfect.
Perfect means nothing because no one's perfect. You can never be perfect, so perfect is nothing.
As long as like I can be happy with the final product, like know that I did the best that I could, and like everybody really like tried their hardest. I just think that's what perfect is. It's up to interpretation.
I would say over time there's ups and downs, definitely.
It has, but it comes back.
Yeah, sometimes, and that's kind of the challenge, but that's kind of what makes it fun.
I'm sorry. Yeah, there's definitely competition with the many bands that are on campus, But at the end of the day, everyone is just trying to write and have fun, and yeah.
I don't want to say like I want to compete with them, but just coming from like the way I grew up is like playing sports, so I'm very competitive. So it's like, yeah, I like to think I'm competing, even though I have all love for every band, but it's just like it helps you take your work a little more seriously when it's like I'm competing. Like if you see a band like, oh, they're really tight and they're really, this song they have is really good, you want to get in the practice room the next day and just work extra hard and put yourself up to the next level.
I think a little like competition is like healthy. It's like good to push yourself and like try to be better than like you already are, but it's not like oh, like you look at this band, it's like we're better than them. It's more just like we're all fighting for the same stuff and we're just trying to be the best at it, basically.
What inspires you?
I don't want to be cliche. I don't know, because the passion is just there.
Playing with my friends.
Just like looking at people that did it before you and looking at how they did it, and like say you watch a documentary on, like I watched the Oasis documentary, and that was just like really inspired me to take the next step forward and be like, oh, these guys did it, and this is how they did it, and like to live this life and like do what you love as a career. It was so cool. It's inspiring.
I think just like being able to have that final product and have something that you're proud of, like that's just the biggest, like just releasing a song, like that's just like the biggest like relief, and it's such a good feeling to just have that out and like have people appreciate it. And I mean live shows too, just like getting people to enjoy your music, and it's a big thing for me.
My favorite thing about being Koleslaw is my bandmates. They're my best friends, and even if we didn't play music, we'd probably still hang out all the time.
We're playing our own music that we wrote, but at the end of the day, I'm just hanging out with my friends, because they are like, those guys are my best friends, and it's just like I get to hang out with them and write and perform the songs we wrote together. It's pretty cool.
I feel like it's just fun. Like it's different from my other bands where it's like I take it seriously, but it's more so like I feel like we can have more fun with it. We can do like wackier stuff. I just think it's a cool outlet.